Hopefully we have good weather for all
We
these
will
events.
have phenomenal weather. Finally,
Awesome.
it seems the first time this year we're not dealing with any kind of issues weather-wise for the weekend. Ideal weather. I've been watching the kind of setting up of stages, booths, tents all along the riverfront and further into the quarter. Again, weather-wise, ideal for the next several days. Really looking forward going into next week. 63 degrees our current reading. The dew points did come up a little bit because we do have a little bit of a south-southwesterly wind. Be interesting to see if the dew points drop much through the overnight. Now they do need to come down a little bit more in order for us to see any 40s north of the lake. We're in the 50s outside right now, but the dew points are also generally lower 50s. We'll see if they come down much through the overnight, but we are starting to get this more southwesterly flow, and that is beginning to slowly increase the humidity. So I did have us maybe briefly dropping into the mid-upper 40s north of the lake. Maybe not quite so much if those dew points don't come down through the night. We'll see. But either way, it'll still be cool in the morning, but a much warmer day as we will be getting near 80 degrees. And again, a little bit more humid through our Thursday, but not muggy. Weak front moves through early on Friday morning, reinforcing, bringing back that dry air and beautiful conditions all weekend long. A little bit warmer though as we head into next week. Couple of systems that we're watching in the upper atmosphere. First is this upper ridge, fairly dominant across the southwestern United States. We will eventually feel some of those impacts, but not right now. We're watching up to our north for another dip in the jet stream and another upper trough. That's the one that'll bring in kind of that reinforcement of the cool but more so dry air that'll take us right through the heart of the weekend. By Sunday, that upper energy starts to lift away off the East Coast, and in its place, upper ridging. Now, the ridge over us is not going to be nearly as strong as it is out to our southwest, where temperatures have been getting into the 90s. Nothing like that here, but more lower 80s by Monday and Tuesday. But it also looks like by Wednesday of next week, another upper trough along the East Coast might help to lower the humidity, maybe drop the temperatures again by the middle of next week. And in fact, looking at long-range models, there are several more cold fronts in our forecast. That means gorgeous weather. And while there will be some ups and downs in our temperatures and humidity, overall nice through at least the next 10 days. That's putting us well into April and maybe even going past Easter Sunday. A big weekend for crawfish bowls Easter Sunday. 58-degree dew points, so dew points will be a little bit higher tomorrow. They come back down through the weekend. They'll spike again, but even dew points for us in the 60s, that's not bad. They drop even further by Wednesday behind that next front. The reason for the southwesterly wind is high pressure is now off the Gulf water, so that is allowing for that onshore wind, but not exactly a surge of Gulf moisture. Front moves through, maybe a few passing clouds early Friday morning, and then bright sunshine returns. We're also looking upriver across the Ohio Valley as more rain is falling. Thankfully, though, that rain, minimal accumulation, so we are not expecting an additional surge that is right now coming down the river. The forecasted crest is expected to be at around 16.5 feet, somewhere around April 25th. That does still keep us below flood stage, but there is kind of like a margin of error like we talk about with the hurricane forecast, and some models do kind of put us into the above flood stage. So we will see as we get closer to that date if it would be necessary for the Bonnie Carrera to open. As of right now, it's not looking likely, but we'll see again as we get closer. 80 tomorrow, and then we'll be back into the 70s for highs on Friday. Chilly mornings return Saturday, Sunday, 40s and 50s, a little milder starting into early next week.